And we back with another episode of People by the Croak News. I got some more information for y'all. This y'all might want to take heed to. Things just keep on heating up. Let's get it. Yes, we can go ahead and start it off like this. It says, concerned as fungal silverleaf disease infects human in the first ever case of this kind. You think you had a sore throat before? Wait till you have a mushroom going in that bitch. You definitely going to the ER. So People by the Croak. Escalating scandal grips airlines including American and Southwest, wreaking havoc on flight delays and cancellations as nearly 100 planes find fake parts from a company with fake employees that vanished overnight. In case some of y'all didn't understand what the hell that just said. Some of y'all about to take a trip on an airplane and don't have real parts on it. So People by the Croak. You know, supposedly Indiana having these street takeovers and the cops said they done had enough. They're arresting the shit out of people now. Alright, so back to the Russia-Ukraine drama on the last episode, or maybe it was the episode before that. I don't even know. So many episodes of this shit. Can't even keep up with it. But on the last episode, Zelensky said that he wanted a witch for his ambassador. I mean, a God-fearing woman for his ambassador. So he made the first round draft pick. Picked the best one he could get. Now, before we hop into this article, I just want to take a quick moment to ask, where the hell all the trolls go? Y'all been real quiet lately. Especially the trolls that were here, you know, at the beginning of the summer when I was telling the story about the Azov steel plant battle. And the Russians surrounded the steel plant and pulled all those neo-Nazis out the basement and brought them out to the street and basically stripped them, revealing all their tattoos on their rib cage, their chest, their back, their arms, their fists. I was just spreading fake news, right? Propaganda. Russian propaganda. I was pro-Russian, right? It wasn't truth. It was pro-Russian. Y'all mighty quiet. Come on back. Make an appearance. Show me your sources. Moving on. Neo-Nazi linked veteran received a standing ovation during Zelensky's Canada visit. Y'all do remember Zelensky was just at the White House, was it last Thursday? Y'all know where the White House is. It's in the States. Washington, D.C. to be exact. This who y'all man supporting. Biden's administration. This is who they housing. This who they sending them billions of dollars to. Don't worry, it's going to get better. Don't even worry about it. After people caught wind and started sharing it all around social media and it went viral, the House Speaker comes out and apologizes for honoring the Ukrainian who fought in the Nazi unit in World War II. He said, I'm sorry. I was uncalled for. I don't even know how he got in here. We didn't invite him. He was not part of this ceremony. I don't know how he got in here. His old ass probably needed a chauffeur to get here and clearance and everything else, but I don't know who he was. I truly apologize. Just take a moment to look how happy they are. Look at Zelensky. Yeah! Here it is. Then lo and behold, House Speaker in Canada steps down after honoring a Nazi veteran. Look at his face. Boy look like Mitch McConnell's little brother. Boy look like a damn tortoise that just ate a cactus leaf. Now, with that being said, not only did Zelensky pick a God-fearing woman to be his ambassador, they are now openly cheering and applauding the Nazis. You know, and the only reason they're doing this is because they know that people are asleep. They're in a slumber. The war of truth and lies are now merged. People just want to believe whatever their feelings tell them are true. That part is done. They can do what they want now because people will stay asleep. So I'm sure a lot of y'all remember that not too long ago at all, the Ukrainians launched a missile attack on the Russians' Black Sea Fleet. Now, on top of that, the Ukrainians come out and say the Russian Black Sea Fleet commander killed. That's what the Ukrainians said.
He had nothing to say about these claims from Kiev. And then shortly after that, Russia's defense ministry released a clip of an apparent recent meeting featuring Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu addressing a packed room and who was dialed in on video call. but Admiral Sokolov. So it's very difficult to verify when this footage was taken, whether it was edited, but he appeared alive, engaged in the meeting. And then we have a follow-up statement from Ukraine's special forces saying they are now clarifying just whether he was killed or not. They say they now cite what they call open sources in their recent claims. So it's becoming incredibly messy. It's short.
The strike on Friday did not hit us as badly as the Ukrainians claim, but the imagery was very significant. It was a direct strike on the headquarters of the Black Sea Command in Sevastopol. But if we are to believe this video, it appears that the admiral of the Black Sea Fleet wasn't killed.
So, just to make sure y'all still keeping up with your boy before we move on, within a 2-week span, Zelensky says that he wants a witch for his ambassador. I mean, a God-fearing woman. I don't know why I keep saying that. Then they openly praise a Nazi veteran. Then they try to assassinate the Black Sea Fleet commander, the big dog. And the help from the precision missile supposedly had help from a plane that took off from Romania. They botched it, if this is true, and didn't kill him. So they basically playing with World War III for a missed mission. A failed mission. Y'all not paying attention though. Y'all thought some people about to quote news with some bullshit. Look where we are. But that's alright. I know people are still going to stay asleep. Going to continue to live the lust of the flesh. I understand. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. But don't worry. I got a little bit more before we head on out on tonight's episode. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but, you know, I can't help it. This is my job. I'm sorry. Don't blame me. You know, I'm just here so you can't say that you weren't warned.
Tonight, Putin is on America's doorstep with nuclear-capable bombers that can fly at twice the speed of sound. It's a bold move right out of the Cold War as the Russian president tries to establish a military foothold near American shores. A Russian bomber with an impressive wingspan touches down at America's doorstep. The Tu-160 has to deploy parachutes to slow down. Russian pilots, decked out in helmets and orange jumpsuits, climb out to a hero's welcome. 2 of these bombers, nicknamed Blackjacks, are in Venezuela tonight. Vladimir Putin has deployed these warplanes, along with 2 support aircraft, to conduct exercises over the Caribbean with Venezuelan forces. A worrisome development for Washington, considering the capability of the Russian bombers, which can fly twice the speed of sound.
This bomber was designed to do both high-altitude and low-altitude penetration of airspace with nuclear weapons, to deliver nuclear weapons on target. This aircraft was designed to be an offensive-capable weapon to get into our airspace during the Cold War.
The deployment comes on the heels of Putin's recent military aggressions against Ukraine on land and sea, and countermoves by U.S. forces. Analysts say Putin is sending an unmistakable signal to the United States tonight.
He's clearly trying to send a message to the United States that he can play in our backyard and that Russia maintains significant